back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go,
Now we're back from the dead.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. I am so sorry I haven't been posting in a very long time, and I will try my best to fix that. But here we are. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm be coming at you with a storytime video. This one requires a very big rant, which is probably going to take up most of the video, so I'm just going to make this an individual story time. Unlike how I wanted to do it, where I have two like story times in this video because of the two things that happened in the past couple of weeks that I have been active with the story times. But I'm just going to keep this as an individual one because this requires an entire rant and everything, but I'm going to try my best not to curse because I am near my parents. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I am going to say, so let's get right into the story time. Enough of my rambling. This all is centered around my friend Yusuf. I'll give you a little backstory about my friend Yusuf. My friend Yusuf is not one to fuck around with. He is like a very uptight, not like uptight, I guess you could say, but he's like not one you would want to fight with. And a little background about my security guards, because yeah, it's a little weird. But my security guards are complete assholes. They literally do anything but their job, and they like don't do their job correctly. They literally don't do their job at all. And what they like to pick on kids and make fun of them behind their backs and all this stuff, which really isn't cool. And it'll take place in this video. But it is centered around my friend Yusuf and them. So it starts off on a typical day when we're all outside. It's me, my friend Joey, my close friend I should say, my friend Yusuf, and it's like a whole group of us. So they are usually picking on this girl named Ivory who walked over here. So just a keyword, she walked over here, even though that still not okay for them to pick on her, but it starts off there where she's getting picked on by them. And this one of my other friends, Marcel, which also plays a big role in here, was like running around. So he was running around, and my other teacher, and this teacher from like a different team, which you have already heard from my other storytime video about how I like denied a teacher when they told me to go inside because Isaiah chopped me behind the neck. But that was the teacher. That's the same teacher. You should go back and watch that video, by the way. So she was the correlator to tell Marcel to go inside. Marcel said no because he literally did nothing wrong. So just like with me, she said she's gonna go get the security guards. So she does just that. She gets, I think, 2 security guards out. Yeah, she gets 2 security guards out. And Marcel's like still denying it, but then he just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go inside. So he goes inside. There's this other fat, so there's another security guard who's kind of like fat. He's like a new one. He's kind of like fat, Asian or Hispanic. I don't even know. I can't tell. But he has slim eyes, so that's where I get the fact that he's Asian, but he looks like Hispanic. So I don't know. But he was making fun of him, calling myself fat and stuff, and I immediately screamed, I know you're not calling anybody fat with your chunky monkey ass. But it's true, he was way bigger than Marcel. Like, you can't make fun of someone being fat like that. But anyway, my friend Yusuf immediately said, I'll be right back. I have no idea. To this day, I have no idea what the hell he did, where he went right back, quote unquote. I don't know what he did, but somehow it caused the same teacher that told Marcel to go inside to get another teacher, to get another security guard who I already didn't like. Well, I don't like any of the security guard, but this girl security guard who I particularly didn't like. Excuse me. Her name is I don't even know if I should say her fucking name or not. I'm not gonna say her name, but she walked up to my friend Yusuf and was like pretty much like saying all this shit, saying stuff like, so Yusuf was like, I want to know why the hell she's coming over here. She says, I'm actually coming over here because of you, and there's pretty much like a back and forth, but it was more particularly the security guard saying the most stuff and saying the most mean stuff to my friend Yusuf. My friend Yusuf was pretty much being calm and pretty much contradicting everything that she is saying and turning it back on him. She was basically calling him a brat, ignorant, stupid, and that he was a piece of shit, and that she doesn't give a shit about him. Which is kind of not really a good thing to say, considering that you're a security guard and your whole job is to give a shit. So, like, yeah. But it was just pretty much a back and forth. Call him a brat. I particularly remember this part. He called him a brat, and then Yusuf said, I'm not a brat. Brat's is a TV show for kids. But it was true. It was a TV show for little girls. But it was pretty much a back and forth situation. And immediately he got sent to go upstairs by the vice principal. And he was like, no, I'm not going upstairs with the vice principal because I literally did nothing wrong. Well, that's the summary of what he said. I'm not going to go into exact details because what he said would cause a whole nother explanation that I really don't want to do. I don't want to like spill the beans about Yusuf's complete life. I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I shouldn't. But he didn't go inside, and then he got in trouble. And then later on, me and my other witness, well, we were both very close friends with Yusuf. We both told about the situation later on, and we made sure to talk about the part of the security guard calling him a piece of shit and everything. But here's my whole point about all of this. If you frankly don't give a shit about your students and stuff, the students roaming around the school, maybe this isn't the job for you. I mean, your whole job is centered around protecting people, centered around protecting us students from danger from the outside world coming inside the school. So your whole job would be to give a shit about us. So why are you saying here that you frankly don't give a shit? Not only is that unprofessional for you to just start cursing out a student just because they're not agreeing with you about something that you're saying, or they're kind of saying something against you. You don't do that. That's unprofessional, because here you are in another story time that I have to explain. I got sent inside because a security guard was mad at me for cursing. Yet the security guards, that the one I'm talking about right now, wasn't the one. She is not the only one that curses out students. All of them do. Particularly two of them. I never heard the other ones curse, but I guess if they wanted to and they were angry enough, they would. At least I'm speculating. But you choose to curse them out and everything, but like it was overall like nasty. Like, you don't do stuff like that. Like, you're a grown woman. That security guard was a woman. You are a grown woman, and now you're like cursing kids out, like, but then you get mad about, then you want to send somebody up to the office if they cursed you out. Yusuf didn't curse throughout that entire altercation. So I want to know what was the problem. Why he had to get sent upstairs to the office, but the security guard roams away scot-free, even though Yusuf completely said that she cursed at me, called me a piece of shit, and all this. Like, why is he the one getting in trouble when the other one literally can just go and say all that she wants. Like, that's not okay. Like, you can't. That's very unprofessional and very, like, immature for you to just curse a student out. But that's pretty much it for this small little story time. It was worth sharing because I had something I really need to get off my chest about that. That situation was like a huge problem. Sorry if you hear my little sister and my stuff, and my brother stuff, but I really had to get that off my chest because it's like so wrong. Because people get in trouble for cursing and all this stuff, but the security guards can just like curse all they want to, and then they get away scot-free, and it's just not okay. And my other and Yusuf also explained to us that there was another report about this, about that same security guard saying that saying to a kid that I hope you fall, you slip and fall, you break your legs, which really you shouldn't be saying. Like, that's not even, like, it's not even okay. And this isn't me saying like you're an adult and you shouldn't be saying these things. This isn't me on a kid to adult level. This is, even though it should be, this is me on a human level, human to human. You don't do stuff like that, and especially in a safe environment like a school where you don't want us to be cursing around and cursing, saying all this mean stuff and shit. But you can just curse your head off and you don't get in trouble, not one bit. You don't get a reminder in anything. And in the other story time that I have to explain later on, the security guard was literally being a jackass and stopped what I was going to do because the vice principal came outside. The vice principal came outside, and throughout that entire exchange of what I was doing, he didn't do anything about it up until the vice principal came outside, because he knew the vice principal was going to jump down his throat about it. He knew the vice principal was going to beat, yeah, that makes sense. He was going to curse him out, saying like, yo, why are you like just sitting there not doing anything? I'm tired of these security guards, man. I'm just tired of them. They don't do anything, and then they like to curse out students and all this shit. Like, do your job, honestly. Don't get mad at us. You need to do your job. Like, seriously. And it gets repetitive, and it gets annoying, and no one says anything about it, and they don't get in trouble about it, which, like, is not okay. Why the fuck are we over here getting in trouble for cursing and stuff? But the teachers could just curse us out and just derail us and just like jump down our throats and curse up and down the walls, but we can't even say stuff like that. Like, that's very hypocritical and not okay. But that's pretty much it for my story time. That was a little quick, and I was a little bit too serious in the story time, but I don't really care. Hope you guys enjoyed this. But thank you guys so much for watching all my content. You can show your appreciation for my content by liking my post, turning on my post notifications, subscribing, and commenting constructive criticism. I'm more than okay with handling criticism, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.